At 12:30, our big story today is the dangerous high floodwaters that we have across the area, especially in Delaware County. Our Rich Nye is near the White River as neighbors there are underwater, and he joins us now live. Rich.
Of course, yesterday, Anne Marie, we stood in torrential downpours for several hours here in Muncie, and that caused all kinds of street flooding throughout the city. And of course, that water runs off and has to go somewhere, right? And it goes to our rivers. This is the White River behind me, which you can see is flowing down Manville Road. Just beyond the tree line is where the White River is actually supposed to be, but it's actually way out of its banks. We just shot some drone video that we'll have for you later on today on 13 News to give us a better perspective of how much this neighborhood is underwater. But this is 15th and Manville Road, and all these houses along Manville Road are underwater. At the top of the hour, we talked to Eddie Lowe, who lives in this house on the end of 15th Street, where it dead ends before you hit the trees, and then across from the trees are the river. And you can see that his house is standing in several, at least a couple of feet, maybe more of water. In fact, for perspective, by the flagpole is a car, and that's all we can see of that car. We think there's actually, beyond that tree down there, another vehicle that is completely submerged. But Eddie is out. He got out with his dogs. Everybody that we know of is out of these homes and safe today. But this river is expected to crest in about an hour and a half here in Muncie. Well, look, Chris, Eddie's over there right now, back at his house, and you can see how high the water is. It's waist high, and he's trying to get some items out of his house and bring them back across. I know he was going to try to go over there and get some dog food, actually, for his dog. So Eddie, who we talked to just a little while ago, is made the trek. I'm not sure he should have, but that's his choice, and it's his house, obviously. But he's coming back across the river right now that's running down Manville Road. And you can see just how quickly that water is moving. But this is... And we can just watch this if you want, because this is the live situation here right now in Muncie along the White River. And this neighborhood obviously has been flooded. Eddie said the waters came about 1:30 last night. He has a pontoon boat that literally floated down the street, and it's about a block down the street. But he's lost... At this point, he thinks everything, and he's not sure when or if he'll be able to go back to this home even after the flooding. Anne Marie, I'll let you cut in here.
It's a scary situation there. You certainly wish he had some sort of rope or something to guide him. We can see the current there. You would hate for him to lose his footing. You don't know what is in the water. I mean, just a tough situation for him. So, and so many people like him who are in that area.
He's out safe, but...
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we can have a conversation about, let's not do that again. All right, Rich. I understand. You got things in your house and you want to save it. And you know, when I'm sitting there looking at these houses, and I think all of my family photos, you know where they're stored, Rich? In my basement.
Yep. Yeah.
You know,
so many things, you know, you can only get out with so much. And then you have to decide, you know, what is most precious, what is most valuable. You know, maybe you put things up on top of the fridge. I know Eddie said, you know, you put things up as high as you can, hoping that those things will be saved. But it's a mess. It's a mess for all these people here. And it looks, I can show you here, surprisingly, even though the river's not supposed to crest for another hour and a half or so, it actually appears to us that the water has been receding here just a little bit since we arrived at about 10:30 this morning. But the White River here in Muncie is supposed to crest at 2 o'clock in major flood stage.
Yeah. All right, Rich. Thanks so much. We'll check back later. Good job out there, as always.